What if I told you the United States already has a plan to sink China's aircraft carriers? And it all comes down to just 3 words. According to a recent analysis published by the National Security Journal, this is the 3-step blueprint that could decide the future of naval warfare, and maybe the balance of power in the Pacific itself. It's called Find, Fix, Finish, a strategy designed to locate China's most valuable warships, pin them down, and eliminate them before they can even launch a single aircraft. And today, we're going to break it down, how it works, why it matters, and what it tells us about the silent chess game already unfolding across the Pacific Ocean. Because make no mistake, this isn't science fiction. This is real military planning happening right now. For decades, America's carriers have ruled the seas. They were symbols of dominance, floating air bases capable of striking anywhere, anytime. But China's rise has changed everything. Beijing has poured billions into building its own fleet of modern carriers, equipped with electromagnetic catapults and homegrown stealth fighters. For the first time in living memory, the US faces a navy capable of challenging it head-on. So the question inside the Pentagon became, if it ever came to war, how do you stop a carrier group that can hit back? The answer? 3 words. Find, fix, finish. Step 1. Find. The Pacific is enormous, tens of millions of square miles. A single carrier strike group can vanish into it like a grain of sand in a desert. So the US has been quietly building what strategists call a kill web. It's not just one system, it's an entire network that fuses satellites, drones, submarines, and surveillance aircraft into one real-time picture of the ocean. From space, satellites pick up radar signatures and heat emissions. High-altitude drones like the Triton patrol the skies for days at a time, scanning thousands of miles of ocean. Closer to the surface, P-8 Poseidon patrol aircraft listen for sonar traces, the acoustic fingerprint of a moving carrier group. Each ship emits tiny clues, a radar ping here, a burst of radio chatter there, a faint heat trail from the engines. Alone, they're meaningless. But together, they paint a picture, a live map of where every major ship is at any given moment. That's Find, using the full reach of American and Allied technology to make the invisible visible. Once you found your target, the next step is Fix, keeping it tracked no matter what. Because on an ocean that covers a third of the planet, even a few hours of lost contact can mean your prey disappears again. This is where the US brings in its electronic warfare and data fusion systems. Aircraft like the E-2D, Advanced Hawkeye, and EA-18G Growler can jam enemy radar, intercept communications, and share precise location data across the entire battle network, from submarines underwater to bombers thousands of miles away. Every few seconds, that data updates. Every few seconds, the noose tightens. The goal is simple. Keep that carrier locked in your crosshairs until the moment you're ready to strike. It's patience, precision, and power, all working together. So, what happens when the US decides it's time to pull the trigger? That's where the third word comes in. Finish. If a conflict ever broke out, something everyone hopes never happens, this step would unleash the deadliest firepower on Earth. The finish phase is about overwhelming the target with precision and speed. First, US attack submarines would close in silently, armed with MK-48 torpedoes capable of ripping a 100,000-ton carrier in half. From the sky, B-1 and B-52 bombers would release waves of long-range anti-ship missiles, flying low, skimming just above the waves to evade radar. Simultaneously, US destroyers and cruisers would launch maritime strike tomahawks from hundreds of miles away, all of it coordinated by stealth aircraft like the F-35C, feeding live targeting data into the network. The result? A wall of incoming fire from multiple directions, at multiple speeds, too fast, too complex for any defense system to handle all at once. In war games, planners call this a saturation strike. In plain English, it means you bury your target under so much chaos that something has to get through. That's finish. The knockout punch. But don't think China is unaware of all this. Its navy has been preparing for years. Each Chinese carrier sails with a protective ring of guided missile destroyers and frigates designed to intercept incoming threats. And then there's the Fujian, their newest supercarrier, using advanced launch systems that rival, and in some cases even surpass, older American tech. So, would find finish actually work in a real war? That's the million-dollar question. Because at that level of technology, it's not just about who has the biggest guns, it's about who sees first, who decides faster, and who fires first. It's an arms race of sensors, algorithms, and nerves. So why does all of this matter? Because it's not just about sinking ships. It's about deterrence, making sure neither side ever has to test these weapons for real. As the National Security Journal article points out, the real goal isn't destruction, it's credibility. If China believes the US truly has the capability to track and destroy its carriers, it's less likely to risk a confrontation. That's the paradox of modern warfare. The better you are at fighting, the less likely you'll have to. So the next time you hear those three words, find, fix, finish, remember what they represent. They're not just tactics, they're a philosophy. Detect the threat, hold it steady, and end it before it begins. This video is based on an article from the National Security Journal, and we've added open source context and analysis to explore how this approach could actually play out in the real world. But still, one can't help but wonder, in a real showdown over the Pacific, whose strategy would prove stronger, America's hunters or China's fortress fleet? If you found this fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the strategies shaping the modern world. Thanks for watching the Navy Channel, your port of call for deep dives into naval power, strategy, and technology. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next analysis. This is the Navy Channel. And remember, power is nothing without precision.